Right.
So the question is, which song would you want to talk about? So I'm thinking Creating Me or Tug of War. Or you can talk about
Um,
both at the same time.
yeah, I was gonna say the songs were written round about the same time because they've got similar themes, even though they're totally different in terms of their arrangement. They've got similar themes, so we can bounce in between the two because they were written round about the same season, if you got what I mean.
Okay. Well, yeah, we can talk about the arrangements a bit later, but I want to understand what was happening in your life around the time when you write those two songs.
Rah. At the time, how long ago was 2013? 2012, 2013,
Long
which one is
time.
it?
Yeah. 12 years ago, maybe?
Yeah, I'm gonna 12 years? Yeah, I'm gonna stop saying ages because like dates, you guys were laughing at me. How old were you? 4?
We're a bit
At,
older than
at the at
2012.
at the time, right? So at the time in my life at that particular time, I was I was struggling. And obviously I say this openly because I just talk about it with anyone who when the subject comes up. I was struggling with porn addiction, right? And it was such a conflict because it's like I'm this Pathfinder leader, I'm like all these things are happening, and I'm like, oh, singing in this group. Obviously, at the time we hadn't recorded anything, but so you sing in a group and you're like in the youth group, and people look up to you, and the first song that I did around that theme of struggle was Tug of War, and that's what was happening. And I think months afterwards, I was then listening to a Rifiwacho song. I can't remember the name of the song, but it was on SoundCloud at the time. And I got this sort of harmony, and I was pointed back to like Psalms 51, like created me a clean heart, created me a clean heart. And then I started writing for that.
Hmm.
And in hindsight, when you're looking back to it, those two songs, it was around about that time when I was just like so confused because I'm like, okay, I've got this situation, I've got this addiction, I've got this shame around me, I'm struggling, I don't know what to do. So how do I come off it? Because I feel like I'm just getting pulled
Yeah.
left, right, left, right, left, right. I'm getting pulled to church, but I'm getting pulled to this dark place where no one is seeing me. And then when I come out, I'm getting pulled to there because there's like revivals, there's Army Bible Camp, there's Youth Congress, there's all these things
Yeah.
that are like literally in your face. God is like, yeah, yeah, come this side, come this side. It's like, yeah, let's go. And then I go home and it's like, ah, no, no, come this side. And then I was like, oh, it's like Tug of War. And at the time, it wasn't as exciting when you're looking back at the lyrics because that was the genuine struggle. Like I literally felt like I was getting pulled, and I'm just in the middle there with these two entities just like pulling me. Yeah, so that's what was happening.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that song, the lyrics of that song, everyone can relate to,
Yeah.
and I think that's the writing of that song is genius because you listen to it and it's like genuinely feel like I'm in a tug of war. Like I don't know about anyone else. I
Yeah.
listen to it and I feel like I'm genuinely like out here
Yeah.
like this, but then it's really interesting because there's some songs that feel very specific. So it's like,
Hmm.
for example, in this case, like, oh yeah, I'm listening to this song. I know it's about porn addiction, but you don't listen to that song and think that like you,
Yeah.
No,
it,
You can take and relate it to
yeah, you think automatically about whatever you're going through,
yeah.
which
yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah,
I think in hindsight, when you're then looking back to it, you're like, oh, okay, so this applies to everything else.
yeah,
I wasn't feeling like I'm wrestling with some, I don't know, like lying or stealing or it was literally just down to my particular situation. But obviously, in terms of the full lyrics, it would be wrong for me not to mention my co-writer because before I even tell you who the co-writer was, this song was supposed to be a reggae song. because for
We
some
want to hear that
reason,
one. Let's go.
for some reason, when I was
Release the
singing
file.
it, I was like, it's a mistake to think when you're on your sin.